Ja, we zitten from all the heel west. Oh, curve duck. Hello, and welcome to At Home with Lucas. So today we're going to be talking about the Wyze Cam version 3. Yes, people, I am super excited to be putting this camera to the test. I currently have around 8 Wyze Cams in my 1,200 square foot home. Yes, I am not a paranoid schizophrenic. I am just someone who is a hobbyist when it comes to house cams. I absolutely love them. It's something that I geek out on, and I've been waiting to get my hands on this little guy for quite some time. I just heard that the price of this camera is going to skyrocket soon because of materials and parts that they're having trouble getting, and Wyze is really struggling and just to get those, so they're going to have to raise their prices. Yeah, okay, all right, I'm buying. So in this video, we're going to be doing a hands-on with the box. Then we're going to do a quick unboxing, take a look at the version 3 camera. After that, I'm going to give you my first impressions on said camera, then full review. Yes, I'm going to test this thing out. How does it work at night? How well is the camera? How well is the image quality? I'm going to tell you all that and more so you don't have to buy and return this camera. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, let's take a look at this bad boy right quick. So you got the Wyze up here, Wyze Cam version 3. This is the first Wyze Cam that is actually indoor and outdoor certified, which means it's going to take some rain, some wind, some cold, and all of that good stuff. There is an image of their very iconic Wyze Cam. Let's take a look over here. You get the full HD. There it is, the IP65 weather resistant. Cool. That's what's up. You got the two-way audio. Yes, of course, you have an SD card slot. All right. Motion sensing, must have. This is what I'm so interested in right here. Color night vision. Look at that, people. Wow. All right, let's take a look over here. Ooh, this box is just continuing to show all of the glory of this device. That's very cool. You got the Apple and you got the Google, of course. Let's take a look under here. A little bit of information that does not matter. Of course, it is Alexa ready to go. All right. Take a look over here. Yes, this is the wired one. They do have a battery operated one, which you can buy right here. That's what I was just saying. Boom. All right, it also works with the Google Assistants and the IFTTT. That is what's up, people. All right, let's crack this open and take a look at this cam. I've waited way too long. Oh, quick start guide, very cool. I have waited way too long for this device. I currently have a lot. All right. We will definitely be looking at all of that. All right. Get inside of, oh, that's interesting. So the cam is just chilling right up front, right on top. Okay, that's interesting. Cable is out the back. All right. I guess when you're trying to put everything in a tiny little box, this is what you end up doing. Is that a pull tab right there? Maybe it is. Ah, get out of there. There we go. That is a lot more difficult than it should be. Wow. All right. Take a look in here. Okay. That looks like the power brick there. What do we got here? Okay. The hardware. There's the 3M sticky like we normally see. And here is the mounting plate. Okay, that is a lot smaller than the last mounting plate. The last mounting plate was significantly larger, so that's very interesting. This is one of those things that's it seems a little bit more simple than it really is. It can be way more complicated and kind of annoying. I faced problems with this one where the magnets just were not strong enough and it would just slide down, which became super annoying, and that's probably why everyone makes mounts for those things now. The newest one I saw was a corner mount. Okay, so this is still a micro USB. It's not the USB-C yet, so that's a little bit annoying. I would have hoped that Wyze would have come out with a more modern plug, but nonetheless, this works. Everyone's got them, so all right, let's take a look at this. So this is a departure from their last one. The plug is on a cable, which is really nice because that means this can flex all at once and it's not going to go anywhere. Whereas if you put a cable into here and you pull it down, you could break the tip off and it just gets very annoying, and also you run the risk of it just falling out. So I really applaud them for adding this onto here. That is very nice. Also, it helps for when you're trying to take the thing off. You can just unplug it down here. You don't have to get back here and fiddle with it and pull it apart. So that is a plus on their part. All right, let's get this off of here. There we go. Ooh, that already came off. All right, there is the butte right there. Let me brighten this up a little bit more. All right, so it looks like we got, that looks like it might be 2 microphones or maybe an indicator. I'm not sure. That one looks a little more sunken in than that one, but that is very cool. Let me turn down the brightness a little bit. I just love the look of this thing. It's so nice. And there we go. That is actually way smaller than the footprint of the last one. Well, it's, I wouldn't say way smaller. It is slightly smaller. There you go. Slightly smaller. And oh, they they got opposite magnets in them. So they do not want to actually touch. That's hilarious. They're like, get away. All right, let's pull this out. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Oh, it's a 360. Wow, okay, that is different. So this one, it stops at 180, I believe. You can do a 180 and then it stops. Well, I guess it stops right before 360, I should say. Yeah. So there is a stop, and that was something that was quite annoying. With this one, you couldn't go 360. This one, they have fixed that. Woo! Look at that, people. That is so nice. All right, let's take a look at the bottom. Okay, so this is why it is IPS 65 certified. The buttons are completely water sealed. The SD card slot is no longer just a exposed slot. It now has a good rubber cover, which is something that's nice, but also I definitely liked being able to just push in and pop out my SD card really quick. As you can see, this one actually was outside. It took a hit. It got some water on it, and it started to rust. So this one was outside in a case that I bought from Amazon for outside use, but the case was not waterproof, so it let some moisture and water in. All right, let's get back to this bad boy. Ooh, that's new. Okay, that's definitely new right there. Now you can actually just put a screw in the wall. I like that. Or on a tree or on a fence. Just drop that on there and just right in there, slot it up. Very cool. All right, let's talk about this stand. Okay, so the stand stops right there. So it seems like it's hitting the plastic right there and stopping. That's okay. Yeah, no, that's different. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure that one, this one. Yeah, okay, so this one goes way further forward than the last one. That's interesting. So, all right. I'm sure that it's gonna work fine. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, all right. Now, let's talk about build quality. So it's got some grips on the bottom. These had 4 little grips. This is definitely way more grippage. I could imagine that really locking in as you would want it to. Build quality, this is like a soft touch, sort of, well, no, it's not soft touch, but it's smooth. It's very smooth. It's got some texture on it there. You can see it right there. It is textured. It's smooth. I like how they rounded off the corners here. That makes it look very sleek. These are a little, this is way more boxy. It's more of a square. It's like this is the newer model of the car. They rounded off after they, you know, started off all squared. That back looks like something out of a video game or something. It looks like something that is gonna summon you know, some alien force above to come down. No, I'm just kidding. But that looks like the speaker grill right there. That's got to be the microphone, and then the indicator light. They made it very simple. I like how simple the front is. It's way more cleaner than the last model. That is very nice. This looks like something you'd actually want to put on your house, whereas this one looks more like a toy or like something from a video game or animated movie. Now the weight of this one, it feels lighter weight than this one for some reason. I'm not quite sure, but it definitely feels a little bit lighter. I may have to put this on my scale to get the weight, but first impressions, this thing feels very, very solid. It looks really nice. I like it a lot. I really love that they threw this cord on here. At first, when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's annoying. But then after having to try to pull this thing down and reach all the way into the back to unplug it, I thought, you know what? To have this hanging down and unplug it down below, that's a win. That's a huge win. Also, I don't think they gave me a cable that was this long. That's really, really cool. Maybe they did, but I just don't remember. Wow, that is very, very nice. Okay, so build quality seems solid. It looks great. This is slowly going to become the camera that takes over all of my old cameras. And I'm kind of like, what do I do with these? They still work, they still function, but they do have their problems. All right, coming up, I'm going to put this to the test, and we're going to figure out how great this thing actually is. Okay, so we're testing to see if the lips are actually synced on this. I have a TV playing in the background to see how well this actually picks up my voice versus all the sound around. So last test, the lips were completely off, and most of the time when you do a recording or you go back and you record a clip with these Wyze Cams, you do not have lip syncing. It's usually 5 to 10 seconds off. So let's see what we get with this. Okay, so I said I have a lot of cameras, and here they all are. I started with one camera in my living room and slowly grew to all of these cameras. Some are not even being used right now. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, so here's just a quick image quality. This is the image of the new camera in the kitchen. It definitely looks better, but it's not mind-blowing. It's not super high def. Here is an old image of my kitchen. This is with the version 2 camera, and you can see this is at night. Okay. And then here we go. Huge upgrade right there. That is a huge upgrade. So now the lights are completely off. It is very dark in there. There's only one light on the stove on. That is a huge upgrade. Okay, so here is the living room. You can see it's kind of muddy and kind of grainy, and it's not very lit. And boom, here is the living room. It's crystal clear. So they're doing something with the definition too. So you're getting crystal clear image and bright images. Hey, what's up guys? I want to talk about a sponsor that I have for this channel. Don Pablo Coffee. Yes, people, Don Pablo makes an amazing variety of coffee. I actually went down to Miami, Florida and modeled for his bourbon infused coffee. Yes, people, they have bourbon infused coffee. This is coffee for the people who don't even like to drink coffee. This is coffee for people who love to drink coffee but are bored of the normal coffees. They have single serve bourbon infused coffee. They have whole bean bourbon infused coffee, not to mention all the other varieties they have. They are a small batch coffee roaster. Now you're probably thinking, what does that mean? What does it mean? I'm gonna tell you, a small batch means you're gonna get a fresher bean. Yes, people, everything they roast is roasted smaller, which means you're getting a fresher batch. All the other companies roast in ginormous roasting contraptions, and that means you're getting it less of a fresh batch. So click the link down below, go buy some amazing coffee, and let's get back to the video. All right, so I've been using this thing for quite some time, and I think I have enough information to give a full and solid review. So the simplest form of this review is if you are rocking the version 1 or version 2, definitely this is a huge upgrade. You're not gonna have any doubts about it. But if you are looking for a complete overhaul, like a 100% increase from this in terms of image quality, this is not going to be it. This is not a 4K image sensor. This is only a 1080p, and what I believe is happening is they are brightening up this sensor here. They're brightening up this camera in this. So they're using some kind of software to make it just brighter because it doesn't really look that much better. What you do get though is you get a field of view increase. So you're going to be able to see a little bit further on each side, top and bottom. That is a huge plus from version 1 and 2. So now if you're someone who has these cameras in your house, in your living room, your kitchen, your office is all really dark at night, you don't have any night lights on, you have nothing like that, this is going to be a huge increase. Huge. You're going to get so much more visibility. I was absolutely blown away. My living room is actually quite dark, and this thing completely lit up the whole entire living room, which is what I was saying when it comes to brightening up the image. I think they're just using a software inside of here to brighten up the image. Now they may push back and say, no, this is an increased sensor, it takes in more light, blah blah. I will 100% agree with them on that, but as a just standard consumer, I cannot tell you whether the sensor in this is actually bigger than version 1 or 2. So if you have the 1 or 2 at home and you're sitting there and you're going, the image quality is fine, the night vision is fine, this is not really going to be a huge upgrade. You're not going to be, tremendous. It's not going to blow you away. I thought this was going to absolutely blow me away top to bottom on all aspects. It only blew me away in a couple different ways. This actually is very ugly when it's dangling down your wall, and if you're someone who covers up your cables with a plastic shield, this thing will probably get in the way and you might not be able to put your shield on there. So when I first opened the box, I thought, oh, this is so cool. You can access the plug from down below. You don't have to worry about getting up behind and whatnot. But now that I'm actually using this thing in my living room particularly, I wish I still had this because of the cable that runs up the wall, and it just plugs right in the back and it's just a simple cable. Now this dangles down, it's all not straight, and it just looks gross right here. So that is something to definitely consider if you're upgrading and you normally just run a cable straight up your wall. This thing is gonna look gross. Now you can tuck this back behind here and you can hold it like that and plug it in, and you might not see it at all. So take that into consideration. If you want to have to tuck your cable up behind the back, then do so. Now if you're putting it in a spot where the cable is not visible, this thing is golden. So Let's talk about the build quality. The look is so much better. That is such a cleaner face than this. This is all like too much stuff going on. This is very clean, very straight to the point. It's also lighter weight than this one. So if you're mounting this on something or you're using the magnet to stick it onto the wall, this is gonna fall way before this one here. So you're not gonna have any problems with this staying up on the wall. Let's talk about the overall package. So you're paying a little bit more money to upgrade your image quality, your night vision, and you're getting a visual overhaul with this thing, which looks really nice. Now, if you're someone like me and you use these things more as like a hobby, more as like I want to be able to capture things that happen in my house, then this is going to be a no-brainer. Definitely upgrade from the version 1 and 2 to this 100%. You're not going to be disappointed. I personally absolutely cannot live without a Wyze Cam in every room of my house because I have little kids, and little kids do things that you're going to miss. I have captured my boy's first time rolling over on this. I have captured his first crawl on this. I captured his first steps on this. These things are absolutely amazing for when you have kids in your house. Also, what happened to the gallon of milk? Well, maybe you want to watch the footage and see, oh, your toddler pulled it out of the fridge and it all spilled. But did he try to take a drink out of it first? Yes, he did. That's hilarious. That's funny. So there are so many moments that you're gonna miss if you do not have a house cam, and that's only just hobbyist form. Like when you go into security and all that other stuff that these things bring you, they have alarms for when smoke detectors go off, when carbon monoxide detectors go off. These things are packed full of so many different features that they are a must-have for every room in your house. And I know that sounds a little bit crazy. You're like, well, no, maybe I don't need it in every room. But once you start to put these cameras in your house, you're gonna start to realize that the more, the merrier. So all in all, I'm going to give this thing a solid 4.5 stars. I'm going to say if the image quality was increased to, you know, even just 2K or something, or just a, you know, like a known increase in terms of image quality, I would say that this is a 5-star camera. Now let's talk about the Wyze Cam system. So the system that this thing runs on is so much better than the Ring cameras. If you have Ring or you know about Ring, they charge you $3 a month just to be able to look back in time at all. You can't look back in time even a minute without paying them $3 a month. Wyze Cam is free for 24 hours. That means you can go back in time. You can pull out a clip of when your kid walked, crawled, when someone broke into your house. You can use those pieces of video, and you can save them, you can share them, and you can report things with them. So 100% Wyze Cam is so much better than Ring doorbell. I think Ring is just overhyped. All in all, I'm gonna say if you're sitting at home right now and you're watching this video and you're saying to yourself, do I really need to upgrade from this to this? This is what I was doing 3 months ago. I was saying, I have these, do I need this? And you know, you have to take a leap of faith and just buy one to find out. Well, I did that for you. Yes, you right there watching right now. I did it for you. So what am I going to tell you? I'm going to tell you, buy it. Upgrade from that to this. This thing is so much better in all aspects. I'm going to say this is a must buy. I'm going to say that all the negative things, you can just push them out of the way, and all the positive, they're right here. This thing is so much better than the original. This thing is going to give you, you know, years to come of good quality image. I hope that Wyze creates a 4K house cam, 4K outdoor cam, and I wish the field of view was 10 times as much, especially for the outdoor cameras. This thing is an outdoor camera, but they need to increase their field of view. They need to go more like a GoPro and less like a webcam. So if you're thinking of buying this, once again, don't hesitate, buy it. It is an impulse buy. It's so cheap. You're not going to have too many regrets. And by the time you figure out all the things you want to be upgraded from this, hopefully Wyze will have the fix for us. So here's hoping Wyze is up and makes a 4K camera. All right, there you go. That's the Wyze Cam version 3. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely click that like button. And if you want to join the At Home with Lucas family and you want to be a part of this crew, hit that subscribe button. Every time I get a subscriber, I get a boost to make more and more videos. And it's because of you guys I surpassed 2K. Yes, people, hit the 2K mark. So thankful, so grateful. Can't say enough, but I need your help once again. Yes, people, I need your help. Tell your friends, tell your family, this guy's on YouTube. They should go subscribe and watch my channel. But as always, I thank you for watching each and every one of my videos, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.